check out what I got yesterday.
What is that? I saw the scan here.
Yankee seat.
Oh.
It just came right off.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, get it right in my friend's bag, and then gone.
You were up there for what, Subway Series?
No, Ranger game, piece of Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I think you said you got it yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I went to Ranger game yesterday. I put the Rangers. Subway Series was before.
That's right.
Time keeps on
ticking
into the future.
You always forget that.
I know. You think it's done ticking, and the future keeps coming.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to You Be Trippin. It's a travel podcast every week. Me and a guest go to some place they've been. It's not a travel blog. It's an experiential. See what they did. It's the only travel podcast that has never been responsible for over 100 deaths in the Holocaust. Only one that can claim that, not responsible for over 100 Holocaust deaths. Today, my guest is has a namesake of a non-Holocaust survivor, John Feitelberg.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
I named my closer after you.
That's to this day one of the great honors of my life.
Thanks.
It really is. Like that. You got the shirt hanging up in the studio still. I remember when you had told me someone DM'd me about it, and I was like, "What do you mean Ari's doing like a joke about Feitelberg?" And then you explained it. You're like, "No, it's not actually you.
It's definitely not you."
But that's a real honor. It feels nice.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if it's intended to be, but it feels
it is. It's like, let me get off with this guy. Did ask his phone. Feel bad. Should give something back.
I think I still have the new phone from then.
From then?
Yeah.
Okay. I still felt bad about that.
I honestly could not care less.
Okay, that's good. Where do you want to go today? I'm glad you're in here.
I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah.
I was thinking let's head to Salamanca, Spain.
Ooh, okay. Nice. When did you go here? What was your trip? Tell me about this.
I was here for
Salamanca.
studying
I've never heard
abroad. However, I was in high school.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I went to a boarding school, and we got to study abroad when we were in between our junior and senior year of high school.
What?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
In between your junior and senior year of high school. So what do you mean? Summer?
Summer of 05, it must have been. Summer of 05, we had like the opportunity. Some of the Spanish kids got to go with. I went to a boarding school in Rhode Island, and it was like in conjunction with URI, University of Rhode Island. So we got to go with them and their college kids. Me and like 4 of my friends.
Badass.
Yeah,
Badass.
It was
and 4 of your friends?
Yeah. Like honestly, more than 4, but like 4 of my really good friends.
Wow. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Just because of the bandit, can you twist that one light and make it face me?
Yes, of course.
But okay, great, perfect, nailed it. Dude, I'm so lo-fi here. The YMH people are just like, what? Come on. I'm doing one this week with Giannis, and it was like, so just Giannis wasn't in focus the entire time, and I'm like, whose fault is that? Like, what do you mean?
That was
obviously yours.
10 minutes ago, you were like, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, you learn stuff. So that's so cool. So what did you choose with your friends and just go, do you guys all want to do this?
Yeah, it was there were a couple of different options obviously for different different languages. I think some kids went to France, some kids went to Italy.
Dorks, losers, homosexuals.
But we were not only was it me and my best friend, it was me, my best friend, another friend, and the girl who was like my white whale in high school.
No.
You know, like the girl where you're like,
dude, isolation.
She's dating hotter guys than me. She was way hotter than me. But I was like,
isolate.
In Salamanca, I'm the guy.
It's gonna be spiritual.
Yeah,
that's your chance.
Yeah,
get him alone.
Didn't
for a long time.
Didn't close.
Damn it. Damn
but
it.
Did close on the trip, and it was my virginity. So, because I was 16, I think, something like that. And then I was
You're part Spanish now, then.
What's that?
You're part Spanish now.
She was a URI girl. She was an American.
But you fucked in Spain.
But I fucked it. Yeah, I lost my virginity in Spain.
You know the thing where if you used to have to come, I don't know if it ever happened, but these pregnant Mexicans would swim around the border and have their baby just on U.S. soil before they got deported. And like my baby is American.
Yeah.
Born here. And so they can't send the parents back. Now I don't know who's trying to change whatever, but like that idea. You fucked for the first time in Spain. You're part Spanish.
I will gladly. Gracias, I should say.
No pasa nada.
No pasa nada. But the Yeah, it was. But the caveat of that is that I was so drunk when I did it that I didn't really remember. And then for most of my life, I've said I lost my virginity at 19 because I didn't have sex again for 3 years. And then I think on KFC radio one time we were talking about it, and it just like flashed in my mind me having sex in a bathroom.
And it was a bathroom.
And I was like, oh wait, I had sex in Spain once when I was 16. So that's where I lost my virginity on this trip.
I mean, you stuck it in.
Oh, I know, full fuck.
Condom or no condom?
No condom.
Then it counts.
No condom.
Then it counts.
No condom, dude. Come on, I've been no condom since I came out. But it was in her bathroom. They were staying in like a hotel because the weird thing with the studying abroad, because we were so young, I lived with like a billet family.
What's a billet family?
Like
billet bourbon?
Like it's just a family like you stay like they're just I don't know where they put in their name as like hey, we're homestead. Willing to take in people. And so I just me and my buddy lived with this woman and her husband for the whole time. But the college-aged girls could live in hotels or dorms. And so it was like a dorm bathroom. And I just have one clear image of her bent over the sink and my penis going in. So I'm counting that as full sex.
Wow.
Yeah.
Statutory on her part.
Statutory on her part, for sure.
Although, I don't know, maybe not in Spain. Because she didn't bring you there. So I'm trying to do the lawyer here now. She didn't transfer you to an international. That's some kind of a crime, right? To get someone into a place where they are legal.
That would be sex. That's sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking,
right?
Yeah, but you were just there.
I was just there. I was there on my own accord. I guess she's kind of like a Roman Polanski type.
She's to mama también.
She actually did fuck my mom. You're right.
I mean, you got. By the way, side note: to have 16-year-old boys in your house with your wife, you got to be so trusting of your relationship.
Well,
to be like, no chance.
They're not anymore. We weren't even. I'm gonna say this: we weren't bad people. I believe the school canceled the trip after us. I think it's back. I do think it's being offered again. But I heard after us, they were like, we got to take a timeout. We can't keep having
too wild.
We were too. It was me and my buddy. Me and my friend were in particular out of control. We didn't talk to our parents the whole time there. Like, I think 2006, 2005. We were
no cell phones.
Didn't we? We were everyone else on the trip bought cell phones to call their parents except me and my best friend, and we're using that money.
Oh yeah, cell phones. Yeah, they were cell phones.
They were
not
like,
smartphones.
Not smartphones. Not international.
And also the calling plans were retarded back then.
Yeah, people, everyone like that was honestly the first event when we got there was like everyone get in a group, and our teacher was like, okay, we're going to buy SIM cards or cell phone. I think it was full on cell phones. Yeah. For people, and me and my buddy were just in there like, well, we're just spending our money on booze. We're not doing this.
Wow.
So I think we sent one email to our parents when we were like 16 years old, living across the ocean. With the family, they really didn't like us because one, we weren't used to siestas, so and we didn't realize how real people are about siestas.
So like, explain it. What is it?
Just like they at 2 p.m. from 2 to 5, like. Everything's shut down. Bars are shut down. Like this was our experience.
And this is Salamanca too. So this is not really one of the main like touristy spots.
No. We were at La Universidad de Salamanca.
Nice. You did the THs.
So we were at the college.
Wow.
I don't think it's necessarily like a big tourist spot. It was a really fun town, but I think it's pretty based on the university.
Okay.
But the parents, so in our learning of what siestas is, like, a lot of when you're fucking traveling the country, 16 years old for the first time, like you want to go out, you want to have fun, all that shit, and everything would be closed in town during siesta time. So we realized, okay, we have to take the naps as siestas. Yeah,
you take a nap. I mean, what do? Do you just walk around, or you're supposed to like sleep?
We would go home we'd get into our bedroom, and we had bought a bottle of whiskey, and we would just get shit-faced until we passed out. and then that pissed off the family to the point where they would beat us, and we didn't not hard or anything like that, but they hit us. I've been hit more often by this mom in Spain than I was ever hit by my own mother.
What? What?
And it was kind of funny. She's like not older, but at the time she was probably in her 50s, and you're kind of getting whacked and you're kind of giggling a little bit. But I got hit with a spatula in the face once, because at dinner she was trying to say she was feeding us food, very kind, and they wouldn't turn off The Simpsons during dinner. So like we would be eating here, and like right close to us, just The Simpsons would be on full volume. And at one time, she was trying to explain to me that this was a meal she invented that she was serving to us, and it was sausage and potatoes. And I just made a kind of a comment, kind of a joke, like, pretty sure the Polish invented this, or whatever country you choose to believe invented sausage and potatoes.
It's not a high level
Right.
fusion-y meal.
And I was like, nah, someone else made this. And she was scooping it, and she just went, bah! and they had like laundry.
A used spatula too. It wasn't even like a beating spatula.
Like, all right. But
what?
They were people who, if they had children, they definitely abused them.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. Wow. Spatula. That's the flat one.
Flat one. Yeah. It makes a good pop.
And it's got lines in it to let stuff go. So you're like, oh, damn. So what'd you do all day? Class?
All day we would drink. I honestly don't even have memories of going to class. I don't know how we would go
It's
out.
summertime. How are you going to go to class? It doesn't even count anyway, does it?
It's honestly, it's probably the only valid college credits I have right now. But we would drink. I guess we would go to class. I remember some nights we would go out and we would sleep on the steps to school. So the two girls who we were there with would know to wake us up to go in, because we were just out like La Chupateria, which is a bar where it was just called the shop bar, where they had absinthe, and we would be there.
Dude, how cool is absinthe?
Absinthe is
That's where they put like the sugar cube on there and light it?
Yeah, but this bar, I don't think they were doing the official absinthe, but they had, at the time, they had two versions of absinthe they would sell.
La Tapateria?
La Chupateria. CHUP. Yeah, right there.
Whoa, it's still here. Cool bar.
It was. I don't know. I'm sure it's
fucking
just
bar.
a very standard bar, but in my head, this bar is the Mecca.
I mean, no, absinthe, it's not the Dumbo absinthe anymore. It never has been since I've been alive.
No.
It's always the rumor of like, this will make you hallucinate.
Yeah.
But like, hey everybody, Ari Shaffir here to break in and tell you a little bit about the guest, John Feitelberg. I don't have a Feitelberg shirt. I should have brought my Feitelberg shirt. Damn. I have Feitelberg. Anyway, let me tell you about John first. He's a really funny podcaster, and he's a one-time stand-up. He's gone up on fucking Burt shows before. But he does sketches. And he has a sketch show called Out of Order. And this new season airs tonight. I am on the first episode. I did some acting. First acting I've done since a movie I don't really want to tell you about because it was so bad. I'm embarrassed to have been on it. And it was starring like big stars. John Hamm, Galifianakis, the fucking Wonder Woman. And I'm so embarrassed by how terrible it was that I don't really tell anyone about it. It's disgusting. And I quit acting over it. For a long time. And John Feitelberg has pulled me out of my retirement into the new episode of Out of Order coming out today. It's a sketch show with Feitelberg, KB No Swag, Lil Sass, and Nick Tarani. They're making good, fun stuff. And it was a fun project to be on. Look at me. I'm talking like talent now. But he has also got two other seasons of it, and it's fucking great. Feitelberg, dude, the sketch shit you do is like, focus on that. You got to leave KFC. He's on KFC radio. You got to leave KFC behind. And when I say leave him behind, Feitelberg, I hope you understand what I mean is cut his brakes. Do you understand what that means? That doesn't mean like undercut him on jokes, stuff like that. I mean like find his car, cut his brakes, something bad happens to him. His kids are orphans. It's not your responsibility. Let fucking, who's the guy who runs Barstool? Portnoy. Dave Portnoy. That's his responsibility to take care of the fucking orphan kids of KFC. You just cut the brakes. Now, first episode back on KFC radio, you're going to keep the name. You're going to keep the name out of respect. You're going to have to work on some tears. So you might have to do a few takes of this. But first episode back is going to be very well watched. Very well watched. You've seen most of the LA comedy scene when any of their friends get accused of, then they go right to like selling them out as fast as they can. And that's on a bad circumstance. Now we're talking about KFC died. Don't mention the brakes. Just say he died in a car accident. As people who come from lawyers, Feitelberg, don't mention the brakes. Don't call attention to yourself on that. You just cut the brakes. Then you take over the show. So sure, I'm not talking about that. Obviously do that. Obviously be the number one guy there. Get rid of the competition. Get over the other guys if they start to suspect. Cut break. But what we're talking about right now is your sketch show out of order. And I think you really should commit more to that because I think your sketches are fucking great. Everybody go check them out right now on YouTube. YouTube.com/out-of-order with 3 R's. What? Is that right? Yep. Out of order with 3 R's. Well, it's 4 R's, I guess, total. In China, you can see it youtube.com/out-of-order. 3 L's. It's a comedy sketch show, Out of Order. Check it out right now. And I named my closer in my special America's Sweetheart after John Feitelberg. Yeah, Yoni Feitelberg. John. Yoni is Jewish for John. Yoni Feitelberg, the harshest joke in my last special, if you made it to the end. Netflix said nobody's going to make it to the end because you made it over 70 minutes. The algorithm does not show it as much to people if you go over 70 minutes. I'm like, you should fix the algorithm. But they're like, it doesn't really work that way. So you might not have seen it, but go, if you want, go to my special, America's Sweetheart right now. Rewind 15 minutes, press play, and it'll play from there. And you'll see a whole bit about John Feitelberg. And I have about 11 Feitelberg shirts left in my store, Ari Shaffir, where you can also get You Be Trippin shirts and go for hike shirts and stuff. But you want that Feitelberg shirt. You want one of those last Feitelberg shirts. Yoni Feitelberg, true legend in the game. Cut those brakes, bro. All right, check them out. I've also done a lot of episodes of KFC Radio. You can see me on those too if you want a place to start on that show. But go see the Lil Sass and fucking Feitelberg sketch show, Out of Order. All right, let's get back to Spain.
I remember one time I had a hockey tournament when I was probably the year before this when I was in Spain.
Yeah.
I had a hockey tournament when I was 15 in
Prague.
Spain? In Prague.
Okay.
And I had smuggled back absinthe in my hockey equipment and was so scared. I was like, I'm so getting arrested for this.
It's international.
Dude, like literally I had a nip in a hockey skate and I was like, they are going to send me to Guantanamo.
I mean, cool looking bar.
It was very cool.
So they let you in at 16? They wouldn't care?
No, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't care about anything.
The fuck are all these fucking
all these great
sex on the beach shots? Sex. Ugh. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then like over there we met like a bunch of French kids who we hung out with for the rest of the trip who were awesome.
Were they in college too?
I think so.
In the
yeah.
school?
They
Okay.
would do this thing that I to this day it's the coolest. It's so dumb, but at that time of my life, I think of it as the coolest thing. They would keep their cigarette that they weren't smoking above like a mustache. So they'd kind of like get and I think part of it is that we were so young, we had no facial hair or anything like that. But I think they'd like wet it a little bit and then they could stick it to the top of their lip and they'd just walk around the bar all night. And for some reason, I thought it was fucking awesome.
It's funny when somebody's 2 years older than you. You're like, that guy's the coolest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Adult Swim, you're like, oh, they're so big. Like 17, they're fucking children. But like, that's lame.
The cigarette thing, 100% lame.
It's so lame.
But at the time, I was like,
Dude, I was in Chicago at Barstool, and I was doing their fucking stupid fucking whatever challenge, sports challenge, the gauntlet. Yeah. And I fucked up pretty bad first one, so I was like, I'm coming back before I have to go out to Schaumburg. So I did it again. I was like, I'm gonna smoke this time. And Kat's like, okay, you can. So I did, but I was like rolling a cigarette, and he goes, you roll cigarettes? I'm like, yeah. He goes, don't you find that kind of try hard? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool and lame. I understand this. It slows me down.
Yeah, it's cool and lame.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
both.
that is a cool thing to do, but also like, so you're just going to walk around with like a cigarette right here?
Dude,
here, I get it.
Yeah, there it's really cool.
That's cool. How do you keep that in? I've lost so many cigarettes having that.
I try and do it all the time with I smoke like the little dog walkers for weed.
Yeah.
And I lose them.
You lose them.
I lose them all the time.
There needs to be like a flap in your hat or something like that to really hold it in there. So you can just pull it out.
I had the idea. I swear to God, I think Bieber has had it as well.
Fuck Bieber.
But Hailey Bieber
Pedophile.
put out this thing. It's like a phone case that has like whatever she has some kind of cosmetic company.
Okay.
And it perfectly fits like the lip balm on the phone case. And I remember seeing that and going, that would work with a joint or a lighter. And then
It would.
I think I think Bieber is now selling the joint one.
All you would need is something to not make the joint break in your pocket.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of case where it's completely encased.
Let me.
The side opens up. It could be like one of those pen things, those computer pens.
Yeah. Like the
stylus.
Stylus. Yes.
Yeah, like something like that where you pop it and it comes up. Or I don't know, but you can make it. Let's see what they got.
So this is what her phone case looks like, which is this.
Here, plug this in.
No, not wrong phone.
What?
Wrong phone.
Oh, right. You told me that.
But it looks like that. And so he kind of, because she patented it, he was able to add like a top to it.
And so he made it for that?
He at least put on it. I don't know. Everything I say, please take with a grain of salt. But it was at least in the zeitgeist that Bieber's connected to it. Yes.
Wow, that's it.
That's it. Yes.
It's just like hers.
Yes, it's Justin Bieber begs for wife Haley's approval for this. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly.
Wife Haley's approval. Tell you what, they share
Yeah, I think he like jokingly was like, hey babe, we should do this or something like that.
Do you think there's any there's gotta be some level of real to these people. But how much of a percentage is it?
See, my line of thinking on all this has changed completely in the years since we've gotten to know people.
Okay.
Right? Because so if you think Bieber is completely fake and not a real person and all that stuff, which is a valid opinion, where do you draw the line with the people we know now?
Well, I know a lot of them are products.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them have become products. But I see what you're saying. So this is just for the public. You're saying, hey, publicist, say I begged her to do whatever.
I think
this has nothing to do with our real shit.
I think that's all aggregated.
She doesn't even know we're doing it.
I think he just put it on Instagram and had made a jokey comment.
Yeah.
And now the aggregation gets to
he had to beg her.
He's like, I made a post joking around with my wife. It's not that serious. But I always think about that now with
wife Haley's. Yeah.
When people are like, "Whoa, celebrities aren't real," I'm like, I don't. At this stage, I know some pretty big celebrities.
Though. When you do meet them in their quiet moments, it's like, well, this isn't for anything. It's like, oh, hey, I like your stuff. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, oh, you're not this. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's just the public side of them.
Yeah, the public side. But I talk about
maybe
KFC
you're
radio.
right.
We've interviewed hundreds of people and never, literally zero. Maybe it's one or two. Have I been like, you're a fake piece of shit? They're usually pretty good dudes.
Not fake, but they're just always on and they're trying to be something at all times.
Yeah. But I also noticed that with just anyone who wants attention. There are lower level comics and lower level podcasters who they've come on and I'm like, you're really landing on thick here, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is that too. We're you're trying to, but also I guess we did that in college too. I'm like, I want to be the guy who's into this.
Yeah, I want to be the guy with a cigarette on top of my lip.
Yeah, right, exactly, exactly. So they're fake too, but they're not. Okay, I get what you're saying. You might be right. Anyway, bottom line is this is a great invention. One note, it's sticking up too far.
It is.
That part's gonna break.
Yep, you're right about that.
It's gonna pull out or it's gonna break. Right.
That part right there.
This area here,
100% break. And then if it's a dog walker, you're gonna get it lost in there.
You'd have to be able to you need a top on it. That's all.
Yeah.
Something you could flip up.
Like a little pop top.
Yeah. Flip up and take out.
All right, Justin, reach out to us. We've made it better.
Biebs. Yeah. Do you think
tripping.
there's anyone who's a complete fake or complete product? Not complete, but hella.
It's hard not to throw Katy Perry in there after all this hullabaloo.
Swift. I feel like Swift will break up with boyfriends because the media wants her to.
I think that's what people say.
She broke up with that guy who made an ice spike joke. And
who?
Her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, Matt Healy? Is that who it was?
1979 guy?
Yeah, Matt Healy.
Yeah, and it was clearly it was just a joke about a made-up name.
But do you think it was from that? Is that
was broke
reported?
up right after?
I
and
always
then Ice
thought
Spice is on tour with her or something like that. And it's what is all this? Maybe it's just a public-leaning persona.
Yeah, I always thought of that one, that one in particular. That was never a real relationship.
That's it too.
Right?
But also they're going out with the people that they're supposed to do it with.
But is there a sense of I've been in relationships where I'm like, this isn't a real relationship. I'm not doing it for the public, but I'm like, this is a quick little fuck and we'll have a good time. But I don't. I think we both understand that this is not
Right, there's bang.
We're not
We
working
bang
towards
once in a while.
something.
Yeah, we're just having fun. And then like 6 months later, it's like, are we doing anything? Like, come on, no, we're not. You know we're not.
If you're asking, and I've been the one to ask. I've been like, we doing anything, and they're like, nah, son, come on, dude.
Okay, I just want to know what this is. Like, you don't just want to know.
Yeah.
Because if you just want to know, you'd be fine with the answer. Like, no, we're just hanging.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You just wanted.
I heard. Let's get back to Salamanca.
Okay.
But I heard Vince Vaughn when he was dating Jennifer Aniston. He was like hanging out at the store at the time, so he knew some of my friends, and they were like, he goes, it's just weird. Like, you go on a date with a girl, and then you need to make a statement about it.
Yeah.
Are you guys seeing each other? Like, I don't know, man. I've seen her twice.
And now I have to make a public statement declaring my intentions.
Yeah,
So,
like this is wild. I don't know. I might just want to bang. I might not. This is way too early for this. It's not even the fuck date yet.
we don't even know each other yet.
Yeah.
And I literally mean that. Like, we're both putting forth images of who we are rather than who we actually are.
And then they have to like make it a thing. So it's like you got no chance really at a real thing.
Yeah.
You have to really hide it. And then how's that a relationship? Like, let's meet in private at a bar where there's no cameras allowed, and then we'll talk. Like,
And then we'll figure out who we are.
All right, let's go back to Salamanca. Okay, so you're there, 16, so fucking cool,
Dude, it's insane. When I think back and like I said, the summer before I was in Prague for a hockey tournament. This summer I was in Salamanca for like, I'm like, what the fuck were my parents thinking, letting me go do this shit? But I ultimately think it was a good thing.
What'd you get out of it?
I got college credits.
Okay, I mean in life,
Lost my virginity.
that's huge.
That's
huge.
Forgot about it, but still. And that's pretty much it.
Did you like get more world? You'd already been to Prague, so you'd already been out of the country.
I've been a traveler, I guess. But you know what? That's actually a weird thing too. Like, I've actually stopped saying I like to travel, or I've stopped thinking of myself as a traveler, because in this world now I know people like you, I know people like Wonton Don, and I'm like, those are travelers. I like to take trips. You guys are fucking travelers.
I think I'm the same way as you. And then Wonton Don is like, oh well, you'll go live somewhere for a while.
Like, he'll just disappear, and like he'll disappear. He'll have no plan for where he's staying. Like,
well, I'll do that too, but like, no plan doesn't make you a traveler. No plan just make you irresponsible.
That's true. I did the no plan once to London.
Yeah,
and it was great. It was a fun weekend, but that's probably the last time
I was in Greece. I did a show in Athens, and I was going to stay for another week or 10 days into a European tour. And so I did the gig, and then I'm like, all right, that was great. And I was walking home. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm walking home. It's only like, it's 35 minutes, and it's nice out. They're like, no, it's kind of dangerous. And I was like, buddy, I get it, but I'm like a pretty seasoned traveler.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, well then you would know you're walking through the heroin district if you walk home. He goes, I can drive you 30 minutes away from your place on that side and let you off there, but like, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't do any research. I'm pretty bad at it.
Dude, when I did the London one,
Yeah.
it was because me and my buddy were going to a Liverpool game
Nice.
at Anfield.
Yeah.
And Wednesday night he called me. Game was Saturday. It was Liverpool, Man City, Eden Holland's first year. It was like, game was in November. I think Liverpool had sucked to start the year. It was a massive game. And he calls me Wednesday night and he's like, what are you doing? I said, nothing. He goes, what are you doing this weekend? I said, nothing. He goes, I got 2 tickets, Liverpool, Man City. You want to go? I was like, yeah, 100%. He goes, okay, so where should we stay? And I said, let's just stay in London, and then let's fly into London. We'll stay there for the night. We'll check out the game Saturday morning.
Because you got to fly to London anyway.
And he's like, yeah, that's perfect. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
We woke up Saturday morning. Luckily, because of the time change, we woke up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever. But I was like, all right, I'll figure out how to get to Anfield from here. Threw it into Google. Liverpool's 4 hours from London.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It seems so small. Look how small it is.
So we were like, because that was my thought. I was like, how big can the UK be, or how big can England be? And I was like, I had to wake him up. I was like, dude, Liverpool's 4 hours away.
And you're like, so did you make the game?
Made the game.
Oh, because you woke up that early.
Time change.
Yeah, you got to get going. It's a noon game, right?
I think it was a 2 p.m. game, or maybe a 4.
Wow.
I forget exactly what it was, but we had time. Like, we took a train, but at that time, because everything was sold out, so we had to take the commuter rail. We basically took the Metro North from London to Liverpool.
Stops all the way.
It was stopping nonstop. We were standing the whole time. I was so fucking hungover. We actually ended up getting to somewhere in the midway point. I think it's Birmingham. It's like a midway point, and then after 2 hours, you have to switch trains, and then the next 2 hour train takes you to Liverpool. And at that one, I was like, dude, I can't do it. I can't do another one. So we ended up paying a cab, which was pretty pricey, but not insane. But that was my like, all right, I got to start doing research.
It's so funny when you go from like, oh, let's get a nice English breakfast first, and then we'll like kind of get our way. Maybe we'll walk around up there. So let's like get going, and then to looking at the stuff like, hey, we gotta go now.
Yeah,
actually.
like it's just
we gotta,
panic
like
time,
put your
dude.
pants on. Forget brushing your teeth. Hi guys, do you ever leave a doctor's appointment and have the doctor just tell you kind of like vague, like drink more water, or try to get more sunlight, or just like little things, and you leave going like, I have more questions. I feel like I can get more help here. Well, that's where Superpower steps in. They sends a licensed professional to your home, or you can visit a nearby lab. Superpower then runs a massive lab panel with over 100 biomarkers, way more than what you usually get. Their app includes detailed information on your heart, liver, thyroid, hormones, metabolism, vitamin and mineral levels, and even environmental toxins. I mean, it's pretty thorough. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm just guessing about what I'm supposed to take. I asked some of my friends, they tell me stuff. Some of that I'm like, nah, you're different than me. It's not the way to do it. I need to know what my diet should focus on, what supplements I need, how much sleep do I need. It's just stuff that I'm just guessing, and it's not the right way to go. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to try Superpower's actionable plan based on my test results, supplemental suggestions, nutritional guidelines, lifestyle and behavioral adjustments. You even get your true biological age that you can track over time. For a limited time, my listeners are getting $50 off an annual Superpower membership by using code TRIPPIN at checkout. Just head to superpower.com, use code TRIPPIN to get their exclusive discount. Your biology decoded, your blueprint activated with Superpower. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Don't keep it a secret. Please support my show and tell them You Be Trippin sent you. Hi guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by ThriveMarket.com. They send a box of delicious snacks to your door, and you don't even know you want them until you have them, and then you're high or like it's late night, or you don't have, can I even say hi? They got me second guessing now. But that's the reality, guys. I get high, and then what comes along with getting high is the munchies. And then you're at home and you're like, oh, I got nothing to eat. Oh, I got a Thrive Market box. You open it up and you're like, it's got those chips. It's got the gummies. It's got everything. I got Aloha protein bars, Simple Mills crackers, Poppy drinks. Bro, it's great. And everything's delivered fast. And I saved 25%, which makes me happy for I don't know what reason. Their filters make shopping by diet or lifestyle a breeze, and their healthy swaps tool helped me upgrade my usual buys with zero label stress. It's great. Legitimately, it's great. You should get it. It's just a box of snacks, and they're delicious. And now's the best time to try Thrive Market. You'll get 25% off select items, and new members get 30% off their first order, plus a free gift. Guys, the gift is just them just being nice to you and like enjoying having you around. Don't think of it as like a bonus for signing up. It's because the people over there at Thrive are like, that customer seems nice. I feel like I should get them something. And then I guess their boss were like, really? You're going to get them something? It's just one really nice person at Thrive. And they're like, yeah, they just seem like a cool customer. I just want to like get them something. It's not wrong to get a gift. I'm like, no, I guess not. And now they're stuck. They have to do it. So you get a free gift. Go to thrivemarket.com/trippin to start saving. The sale ends 8/31. Don't miss it. So what else did you do in Salamanca? So you're 16, you get there. It must have been so fucking freeing.
It was, but you know what? Honestly, like, as I think back, I guess it wasn't that freeing because I was at boarding school. I'd been to Prague.
School.
Like the drinking was the main difference. It wasn't the freedom. It was like
when I got to Israel, it's like second semester of senior year. The school I went to, JDS, so like it's such a waste. Second semester of senior year, you're already in college, so it's like people fuck it off. So like, why don't we do double semesters of English and math in the first, like double classes, get that main credit, and then go to Israel for like 6 credits total. So it's like a waste.
That's all. That's what you ended up doing?
4 months, the last semester. And so we did, but it's like drunk. Like you go to places where like you can go to bars and you're like, oh, we don't have responsibility though. They didn't get that in us. So like we're throwing up on the streets and like our parents are finding out about it.
There was one morning I woke up with just bloody knuckles. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And they're like, we got in a fight. We got in a fight.
Yeah.
That was, it was straight up fucking Jets and Sharks. Like it was in that if you go to you're still at Chupaderia.
Yeah.
So Chupaderia is like right by a plaza. Obviously it's Europe. There's 10 million plazas.
Okay.
And it was like us and our boys lined up, them and their boys lined up, and we marched at each other like Braveheart style.
Plus at this one.
Where is this?
Plaza de Monterrey?
That must be it.
Wow, you found here. What?
No, because it was one of those plazas. Like it was like a fucking like a what's the word I'm looking for? Cobblestone. So it was a cobblestone type plaza, right in La Chupateria. Like the Chupateria is there. If you walked past Chupateria to the left, whatever. I don't know
Okay.
directions, but it was like kids marching towards each other, throwing shit at each other, and then you know what they did? Europeans didn't have planned for it. Went with kicks first.
No.
Went with kicks. A kick to the gut first. That's not how I learned how to fight.
That's not. It's not at all. And also, it's not fair. It's like when you fight a hockey guy and he starts pulling your shirt up, and you're like, well, what? I don't understand what you're doing. What are you doing? You can't comprehend that they'd be doing something to you.
Yeah.
And then you get that shirt over, and you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? And then they wail on you.
But that was a big fight we got in there. But fuck, what was I just gonna say? God damn. We did some traveling.
Where'd you go?
We went to Madrid, Barcelona,
Okay, yeah.
Sevilla. Oh, dude, in Sevilla, we got bombed by ETA.
What is it?
No, I'm sorry, this wasn't in Sevilla. This was in like Santiago, something like that. It was an S. It must have been Santiago.
Let's see.
It was the ETA, which is the ETA, which is the like kind of like the IRA of the Basque Country, which is the Basque Country is like separatists in the northeastern corner of the country, I believe.
Okay.
But what they'll do is IRA is that they'll plant a bomb, but then they will call and say evacuate.
Let you know it's coming?
Yeah, and they're like evacuate that bank. There's a bomb in it, and we were in the bank and we got evacuated.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you see the separatist shit? Because they have like 3 countries there in Spain. Basque, Spanish, and then like there's another one.
I don't know the third one.
There's like 3 regions that want out.
Is Spain a mess? Are you aware of this because you travel more? I hear people like referencing Spain like as becoming a borderline dictatorship.
Basque and
Catalonia.
Yeah.
Catalonia, I have heard of now that we see it. I don't know what their issue is, but I have.
A lot of it's language, which is so fucking weird. Maybe it's because I'm in a language that's never been challenged in my country.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I have the primary language.
Yeah, I think Franco was like, "Hey, you can't speak Basque anymore. You can't speak Catalonian
Franco.
anymore." Yeah, and they go, "If you do, we'll kill you." And they go, "Okay, well, we're gonna teach it to him in private." I'd be like, "All right, well, if everyone's speaking Spanish, then we'll just do that."
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
dude, they hate Franco there.
Hate him.
I remember one morning we were in the Plaza Mayor, and there was some shit-faced guy.
Yeah,
and around the Plaza Mayor they had like the busts of all the former presidents.
Yeah,
and they were up high. Hammered guy just taking his shoes off and just throwing it at Franco. And then his shoe would fall, and he'd pick it up and he'd throw it back at Franco. It was probably like 9 a.m. Guy was plastered, and it was just like I as long as I saw that man, he kept just picking up his shoe and throwing it back. For all I know, he's still doing it right now. Wow. But I walked through the plaza. Probably took 3 minutes. He'd throw the shoe, he'd pick it up, throw the shoe again.
Wow. Imagine hating an old leader that much. Not even a current one. What'd you eat when you were there? Did you eat like Spanish food, or did you just kind of like?
Well, I eat, obviously the meal that my mother invented. You know what's funny?
You're 16 too. You don't really have options to go out whatever you want.
Honestly, I can't tell you the food that much because it was. You know what we ate a lot of?
What?
Burger King, because they sold beer there, and hot dogs.
I mean, up with beer, down with Burger King, but yeah, and hot dogs.
Dude, they would gazpacho. But they would make these hot dogs. It was just from a street cart.
Yeah.
And they would get a big, nice roll, like a. It wasn't quite a baguette, but it was something like that. And they chop the top off and they dig a hole out, and they'd squirt ketchup in it, mustard, mayonnaise, all this shit, and then they'd insert the dog. And it's
long ways
to this day, the best hot dog I ever had in my life.
Instead of opening up this way, you open it up that way.
Open it up that way, and they would squirt it in, so it would all kind of once they shoved the dog in, it would kind of end up coming out the top. It was
like water displacement.
Yeah.
Wow.
To this day, the best hot dog I've ever had in my life is a Spanish hot dog. It pains me to say it, but by far.
I wouldn't. I'm okay with that. I don't think we stand by our hot dogs. It's supposed to be
American, though.
It is, right?
Like
I mean, it's not. It's from like Frankfurt.
Yeah. it's for sure Frankfurt.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that when I said it, but now, it's for sure from Frankfurt. But when I was at that London game, that Liverpool game, and when we finally got to Liverpool, I was so hungry, and I thought, what's a meal? Like, I was so hungover, like I was like, I can't stomach anything.
Yeah.
I'll whack a hot dog real quick.
Yeah.
And I ended up throwing that up. It's the worst hot dog I ever had. It's from Liverpool, England.
I was with a Liverpoolian, Kyle Legacy, and I was like on an acid in Edinburgh, and I was like, yep, you do drugs. And you're like, I'm hungry. I gotta get something. I got this like savory crepe. It was all fair food then, and I was like, oh, and I took a bite of it. I was like, I'm done. Yeah. Liverpool, Kyle Legacy, give me that. I'm like, okay.
That was probably the issue in Liverpool too, is the drugs, because.
What's the issue?
Well, that's probably why I wasn't very receptive to food.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But, dude, we were at the bar right across the street from Anfield. I don't know what its name is, but it was right across the street. And I went to take a piss. And one thing I noticed there was a lot of, it's just piss on the wall. You know what I mean? Like, it was a tiled wall, and there was a thing on the bottom with like a grate on the bottom, but like there was no delineation of like, here's a urinal, or like, it was just like just pee on the wall. But so there were probably like 50 of us in there, whatever, taking a piss, and I'd take a piss and I'd turn to walk out the door, and someone is just standing by the door, just giving bumps like child soldiers.
Anyone
walking out, he's just like, here you go.
For the soccer game.
To the soccer game.
Oh, that's why. Not just random. It's like we're all going to tune up.
Yeah, he was like, let's get fucking loose.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It didn't make you very hungry for a hot dog, but...
Did you guys do drugs in your school here in Salamanca?
No, I didn't do drugs really until college.
Yeah, me neither.
So this was just strictly a booze trip.
Salamanca. Why there?
But I think just the college. In Madrid, I went to a bullfight. And that was the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life.
No, really?
It was Ari. It was awful.
Why?
I'm 100% like you.
I thought I'd really want to go. Somebody from the New York Comic Club said he's going. He's going to do that. I'm like, I'm jealous.
I wasn't dragged to it. I very much wanted to go. I wanted to experience the culture. I wanted to feel all that. And then you get in there, and it gets pretty sad, pretty fucking.
Why?
It's like just when the bull is dying. So it's after he's gotten stabbed a bunch of times. It's real. He becomes incontinent. So he's kind of just like stumbling around the fucking ring, pissing and shitting, and like it's just he's clearly
he's dying.
Like put him out of his misery. He's dead, dude. And like this guy's just kind of dancing around him still. I only watched one, and then I was like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. It was not my favorite way to see an animal get killed. Not that I have one, but
damn. Ugh. I saw rooster fights once. And it was like that thing, they tie a fucking razor to you.
Yeah.
They go like this. But they don't know they have a razor on them. They're just like, it's weighted. But they're still like trying to slash you with their claws. Not to the death. They think they're just like scratching another rooster. And they slice them. But there's almost sometimes it's blood. But sometimes there's no blood. It's just a clean whatever. And you see the other rooster going back. And then at some point he just goes, oh, I'm getting lightheaded here. Because he just lost a shitload of blood.
Right. And that's what happens to the bull. The bull has like, he's And think about like if
but
that
a bull
rooster
looks like a real fucking animal,
a ton or whatever the fuck a bull weighs, and it's just kind of like lumbering around, and I did not like. And
the rest
typically,
of the crowd
I like doing that stuff. I
Yeah.
like doing, if I'm going to someone's culture, I don't want to go and be in America. I don't want to go.
Dogfights seem like it'd be the worst.
What's that?
Dogfights seem like it'd be the worst.
Dogfights would probably be pretty tough. But if Mike Vick invites you to one, you're like,
well. Who do you go to? A Mike Vick party or a P Diddy party in their prime?
Ooh, great question.
Let me hit you with some information before you answer.
Okay.
You go to a P Diddy party. You go to a Michael Vick party. You know which side of the party you're on the Michael Vick party.
So I know
They're not going to pit you against me.
Okay.
At the P Diddy party, you're not positive how you're going to be treated in that party as a aggressor or as an aggressed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's not 100% like, hey, come to a P Diddy party, but I'm not getting attacked, am I? You're like, I can't tell you for sure.
I think for some reason that makes me say Diddy party.
You would rather go to a Diddy party. Take the risk.
I don't know why. Like, whoa, I might be a victim. Yeah, throw my name in that ring. But yeah, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think dog party would be worse.
I think a dog party
it's
is
like, oh, they're gonna hang it.
Yeah, right. They're gonna drown it. It is not You know what really turns me off to the Vic thing?
What?
Aside from the
Because
horrible
black.
atrocities.
Come on, dude. Cut that out. Cut that out. You can't put that on him.
No, the stand or whatever it's called. They had like I remember reading about this back in the Vic time. It was like some kind of mechanism that a dog could not get away. And so then they would have one of the aggressive pit bulls
just get at it.
Have sex with that dog who couldn't get away. And then they would raise that. They'd breed that dog. They'd be like, this is a fucking aggressive dog.
Ugh.
Right.
That's how they breed dogs. They make like whatever the trait is to like carry on more.
Yeah.
So if you get two friendly dogs, breed them. This dog will be super friendly. Breed those other two friendly dogs.
They would breed the very aggressive ones.
Oof.
And I was like, I don't know if that doesn't.
I mean, nobody's
sit right.
into it except the people that are into it. Anyway, so the bullfight was like not like that. Was there food there?
Food at the bullfight. Great question. I don't remember it being a massive deal if there was.
Was it like a ball game?
Yeah. It was.
People
It was
have the big
the big fingers.
Yeah.
It was like a coliseum.
Okay.
Dirt ground, and then there wasn't much fanfare. Going to a sporting event in a different country, even if it's as little as that,
Yeah.
they don't like it like we like them. Like I noticed that even going to that soccer game.
Even soccer?
Even soccer was like, this is the fans are crazy, but the production value is not the same.
Right.
So the fans I would just go so far as to say care more, but the event itself does not feel like an event. Like going to that Liverpool game was cool, but like there's no big anthem, there's no big fucking
replays, scoreboards, fucking
right
teletrons.
There's no stoppage in play, so there are no replays.
Oh.
There's like it which I liked.
Replays would really ruin bullfighting.
I thought it would
pause. Hold on. Let's see if you made that. And then everyone's like,
I think it's cool to make like the event, but it's like we're just sportsmen. We just like fucking sports. So it's like, okay, that's cool, but it works with soccer. It doesn't work so much with bull because then they gotta drag the thing out, Ari.
oh,
You gotta get
when it's dead.
How the fuck you think they do that? More bulls?
What?
They get bulls
To tie it
drag
up and like
I would assume so. I guess they could use like a forklift
ox.
or something.
Yeah. Ugh.
But it was I don't know how they did it because it was again as soon as that first bull was dead, I was like, I'm out of here.
How'd your friends like it?
We were all in unison. Everyone thought that was a lot.
Remember when you saw something Epstein? There was a reporter who got taken by the Taliban in like 2002, 2001, Epstein or something like that. They beheaded him on camera.
Oh yeah, the guy in the orange jumper.
I think so.
Yeah,
something Steen maybe, I don't know, but like Jewish and an American, so they're like beheaded. But it was like they chopped him with like a machete, but it didn't go all the way through. And I remember going like, well, I can take anything, whatever. And you watch like, haha, like I'm indifferent to it, and then like watch it, and midway through the second one, I was like, I just felt it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I felt the attachment to it, and I'm just like, I'm nauseous.
Were you a Live Leak guy?
Yeah,
Dude, I was a Live Leak. I actually, dude, I saw this guy on the train yesterday.
Yeah.
In a T-shirt that just said "Live Leak scarring minds alike since 2006."
Scarring what?
Scarring minds alike since 2006. That's about right. And I remember early Barstool days when I was an intern. Kevin sent me a link. Yeah, oh yeah, back in like 2010.
What? That's how you started?
Yeah.
I got a question about Barstool for you.
This guy's shirt and his face also looks like he is currently looking at something on Live Leak.
Why is this not going? Wild.
But I remember watching Russians stab themselves with screwdrivers on that website.
This guy does look like he's a lively guy. Wow. Weird. Hey, why don't it work? Fucking lame.
There you go.
Yeah. Scarring minds alike since 2006.
I remember when I started, Kevin sent me a link.
That's a nice like on the slide take.
Yeah, right?
Live Leak. It was so that
Dude,
justmeat.com.
Just me. Were you a rotten.com?
A little bit.
Bro, I had a babysitter.
Yeah.
Because I was probably like 12 when Rotten was really running.
Yeah.
I had a babysitter who used to just make me watch Rotten with her. And she would show me anything from like, it was crazy. It was like, you remember back when you had like the family computer room? Uh-huh. And she'd be like, John, come on in here. I got something to show you. And it would be like Mother Teresa's autopsy.
Is it still available, do you think?
Rotten?
Yeah. I'm going to enter it right now.
I'm going to guess yes. I think Rotten's still kicking.
It's got to have an IP that's worth something.
Yeah.
Even if it's a redirect to a porn thing.
I mean, Rotten was the one. But she had, I remember she had that one. She showed me Mother Teresa's autopsy once. And then the one that sticks out in my head for some reason is a kind of a tug of war contest with two blue collar workers, both white guys.
Yeah.
And they both had hard hats on, but they were completely naked aside from that. And their dicks were tied together with chains. And they were having a tug of war contest. And that just sounds like the worst thing in the world.
Okay, so Rotten is not there.
That shocks me.
Live Leak redirects to Item Flicks, and Just Meat is just not there. It's just available. Just Meat was huge.
Just Meat was... No. Is it Just Meat or are you thinking of Meat Spin?
I thought Just Meat. I thought it was a real thing. Just Meat. No,
Just Meats.
maybe Meat Spin. Maybe I'm getting
Meat
it wrong.
Spin is the where it's just like... I think it's a guy. The guy... You know what? I would be curious to see Meat Spin again because I always pictured it as a transgender person. Because the tan lines on the person with the dick getting fucked were that of a bikini. So I was always just like... People are like, no, it's a gay video. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's gay, but is it two gay men? I'm not positive about
Long
that.
Dead website. Only memories remain of the last. Faces of Death. Sure. Damn, no, it's not here.
I can see you back in the day going nuts with this.
I went nuts because I didn't feel any of it. I had a way to just like compartmentalize. You don't feel it. Now that you get older, you're just like, I'm letting this in now. I just can't do it anymore. I'm just feeling it.
Like you're feeling
A connection to it where you're like, this. I feel bad now.
yes.
Where before it's like, it's just some idea of a thing. It's not a real person.
Dude, my dad used to like when I was younger watching movies or TV shows. My dad would get squeamish at stuff, and I'd be like, "You're such a pussy. Like it's just blood, whatever." I'm getting there now, where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't really want to see that. That's fucking gross, dude."
Yeah, and it's just like special effects. It's like, yeah, I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I could see bullfighting being the same way.
Yeah, that one was not fun. Barcelona, I fucking loved.
So you would go all over.
Yeah, it was just we would have our weekends were our own time. So like we would go to some people went to Lisbon, some people we skipped that trip, but we'd go around to like other places. But Salamanca was fucking sick. I really like Spain. At the time it was because I spoke the language. I don't really speak it anymore.
You just have the TH. It's set in there.
I can still do the accent well, and I could still survive.
Yeah,
but I can't. At that time, I was
gone.
Pretty close to fluent.
Wow. So you could really get around.
I could get
Did you meet locals and stuff?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We'd be.
I mean, if you're at a bar,
out of the bars every night. They were like locals in the sense that like, you know, you'd be
college.
They'd be at college, so it's like they weren't Salamanca locals. They were Spaniards.
Yeah, if you're
at
college, Park, Maryland, like, yeah, I mean, I've been here for 2 years. What are you guys doing here?
We got drunk so often there that we ended up thinking, me and my best friend, we were like, dude, when we're drunk, we're so good at Spanish. And so when we got home,
true.
I honestly do think that there's something to it.
There's something to it.
Because you're out of your own head. You're not worrying about
committed.
Are you nailing everything perfectly? You're just kind of fucking flowing. And we were like, we speak Spanish really well when we're drunk. So when we got home, our senior year, SAT 2s took Spanish.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, we gotta get fucked up for this. So for the SAT 2s, we were in the back of the lecture hall, cheersing. Remember Gatorade All-Stars? They're these little bottles. They were terrible Gatorade.
Okay.
But they're these little mini, like, I don't know, smaller kid-sized bottles. And they're called Gatorade All-Stars. But we had filled them with vodka because we wanted to be drunk for the SAT 2s because we're better when we're drunk. And we were in the back.
Anything but the study.
We were in the back of the... We didn't study drunk. We were just taking the test drunk.
Yeah.
So we were in the back of the lecture hall cheersing each other when we thought we were doing well. We were like 16 years old, 17 years old, whatever we were at the point that the SAT 2s came out. But we'd cheers and we'd be like, we're Gatorade All-Stars! And the proctor had to be like, can you be quiet
Guys.
in the back? Like,
Not everyone's
sorry, we're
joking.
fucking hammered, dude. Trying to do well on this test, idiot.
There is something you just like more natural when you're drunk. Like, I'm going to go for it. And people
Yeah.
go, I pretty much know what you're doing.
I think I honestly believe that we were better when we were drunk. We
Because
were
you're
good.
so worried about saying the wrong word that you're not going,
Exactly.
this is pretty much it.
Yeah, this is you'll get what I'm fucking saying here. It was there's a no doubt in my mind that our
That's a standard thing. Have 2 beers and then you'll be way better.
way better. So we tried that with the SAT2s. Didn't work out. Didn't work out so well, but that was our logic.
How'd you get fluent? They just taught it to you growing up?
I don't know, dude. I was just really good. Like I honestly I didn't like take special classes. I was just very and look, fluent. I don't know what the literal definition is.
Right,
I don't
right.
know if I could tell a joke in the language, which is what I think the literal definition is. I think the military doesn't consider you fluent until you can tell a joke in the language.
Any joke? My first joke in Spanish, I was in Ecuador and I was on a tour group in Vilcabamba. It's like this like blue zone, real rainy, whatever, just like real lush. And there's Via Caroma coffee place, Vilcabamba, and he's like, it's a mixture of Vilcabamba and aroma, Via Caroma. And someone's like, oh my God, how did you know that? And I was like, es obvio. And the guy just started
Es
laughing.
obvio.
And I'm like, yeah, all right. But that's 2 words. That's 2 words. So I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I was good enough in that moment.
You got him with the Asolville.
And he's like,
That's very funny.
yeah.
Have you been to Spain? So you've been to Spain.
I was Barcelona once, and then I went up from there to like this, like about an hour and a half north to this like fortressy like beach town.
Did you like Barcelona?
Yeah, I mean, but I wasn't. It's different when you're somewhere for like 5 days,
Yeah.
4 days. But I loved it. The Gaudi-esque architecture.
I felt like I was young. I was obviously, but I was walking around going, the architecture's here insane, right? And everyone was making fun of me, like, you like the architecture? I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you notice that everything's fucking different, right? Like,
No,
we're
it's
in
one of the highest level architects of all time who designed the city. It reeks of that guy's like footprint.
Yeah, and that building
Thumbprint.
is insane.
Sagara.
It's the Sagrada Familia. Yeah. It
Sagrada
is.
Familia. Yeah.
Sagrada Familia is that. Of
It's crazy.
Of all the, and I'm fairly well traveled. Of all the places I've been that were like a tourist attraction, that might be number one.
So
that might be the one that lived. The Vatican as well. The Vatican
You went to
really
the Vatican?
that really hit for me. But the Sagrada Familia was unreal.
There are some that are like, okay, I guess I saw it, and others
I
like
guess I'm just Catholic. Now that
Yeah.
I'm like, the Vatican was great. This big church was great. I also love this church.
well, some of the like temples in like Southeast Asia are like cool for sure, and others are like, oh my God.
Yeah, the Catholic Church, you do have to give it to them. That they are, they
Sagrada
have their
Familia,
problems, but they're
It's like you wait in line. I have this theory I talked to some people about where it's like about tourism and stuff. Like you don't have to do the expected thing all the time. You actually get bogged down if you do that.
Yeah.
Like I always try to say, like, what if you're going to New York for the first time? We're New Yorkers, so like I understand. So like, do I have to go to the Empire State Building? I'm like, not really. I might have gone up there once. I don't really even know. I'll tell you some cool bars to go to.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the more New York experience.
Right.
Like which is a pizza shop? Like it's not about which one. Every neighborhood has like 2 or 3 good ones.
yeah.
So find one of the good ones and find it for yourself.
I think that's part of traveling as a whole.
Yeah.
Is like I just got back from Ireland and I was in Kinsale and I loved Kinsale. I thought it was
Okay.
unbelievable.
Never heard of it, yeah.
It's like it's actually, so where I'm from in Rhode Island, or I'm from Massachusetts, but Newport, Rhode Island is its sister city. So it's
Okay.
kind of like that's why we went. But it's just a great town. And I kind of had the same conversation with a bartender there where I was like, where's like, what do I got to see? And he's like, you don't have to see anything, but you do have to stay here. And I was like, oh, that's a cool way to, because he's like, so many people come like you.
Yeah.
And he was right with what I was doing that trip, where I was in Kinsale for 2 days, and then I was in Galway for 2 days, and then I was in Dublin for 2 days.
What's the thing you're supposed to do?
And he's like, you're supposed to stay here for a week and then absorb the culture.
Yeah, on the Great Ocean Road in Australia, there's like one spot where Nick Cody was like, get a something, like a conch, I don't know, some pastry they have full of like some like, I can't even remember what it said, but like full of some seafood. I was like, okay. And it's like, it's only there, get it on your way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not like you're going to wait in the line for 2 hours for it.
Right.
So like an occasional thing like that, but like I saw some Belgian couple in the East Village like kind of looking around, looking at this, and just like, and you know when they ask for directions, like, where are you going? Like, where's like the East Village? I'm like, oh, you're in it. And they're like, I'm like, oh, it's just walk around.
Yeah.
Come across a record store. Come across a coffee shop.
Do cocaine on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the vibe. There's nothing specific to cross off.
Right.
It's a cool place to hang.
It is I don't spend much time over here. It's really awesome. I like these villages.
Didn't you used to live here?
No, I lived in Murray Hill, and I lived on the Upper East
You would
Side.
just come down from Murray Hill to here to party.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got weirder after COVID. But like, but then also on top of that, but don't be an asshole. Mm-hmm. So like, you don't have to go to the Empire State Building. Sure. But if you're in New York, I'm not going to try the pizza. I'm like, are you an idiot?
What the fuck are you here for?
Why? Yeah. And if you're right there in Barcelona, go to that one. Go to the Sagrada Familia. It's so crazy.
I don't get the people like that who you're explaining, like who travel and like, I'm not going to eat the pizza or something like that. Like I always think of that if I go to the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And particularly in the Caribbean, people like to stay at resorts and stuff like that. And I'm like, why the fuck are we in Jamaica to sit next to a guy who lives in Connecticut? Yeah. This sucks. This is not fun for me to like hang out at a beach with a bunch of people from America. I don't see any appeal to that. Yeah,
but also like right, and you don't want to go like, listen, the weed we get here in all accounts is better than Jamaican weed. Right. Jamaican just kind of like was started or was kind of known as like being more open about it or something. Like I don't really know if it was legal, but it's like, yeah, my weed's here is better. And I've been to Denmark and I've been to Amsterdam and I've been to Cleveland, Denver and Vancouver. I'm sure there's better weed. But like if somebody's like, you want to hit? I'm like, I'm not going to come back from Jamaica having not smoked a single hit of weed.
Right.
That's like, don't be an asshole, you know? So that's the one in Spain that I'm like, do it.
Yes.
And also, it takes your breath away.
Like, go up the fucking steeples. Like, it is
I was like fully crying. I was kind of inconsolable.
Have you been crying?
What?
You've been crying?
There at that church.
Really?
I was just like, it was just like overwhelming.
How many times in your life do you have a cry like that where you're like, where did this even come from?
A lot. To be honest, I'm a crier.
I've become a crier.
Really?
Yeah, like probably like the last 2-3 years.
You smoke weed?
I smoke weed. I didn't used to smoke weed.
Yeah.
I
gets your emotions going.
It's crazy. I cry all the time.
Movies and stuff.
Movies, insurance commercials, doesn't matter.
That's the best, dude. I went to a Liberty game, and there's some new player, and then they were like, it was the opening day, and so they gave her a big cheer when they showed her, and she was like from like she's playing in New York now, and so I think she's already been an All-Star. I don't follow, but like I was like, oh my god, it was so nice to her. You know?
Made it, sweetheart.
Yeah,
good
and then
you.
like really cheers. She's like, oh, this crowd is so nice. Thank you for welcoming me. And I was like, just a little tear. But that's Sagrada Familia. I'm like, it's just so beautiful and grand.
It's great. Honestly, I hadn't really given it.
I didn't want to show pictures because I'm like, you really just have to go.
You got to be I hadn't given it real thought until right now, and I said it. I really think it's the best place I've ever been in my life. I didn't come on the show planning to say that.
This kid on a uniform, but from New York Comedy Club, he's like going to Spain. He goes from Barcelona and then Madrid. He's, what should I do? Whatever. And I told him a couple things, just suggestions.
Yeah.
And then I try to give that to people. And I don't know if they've been to somewhere. If somebody asks you, hey, I'm going to a place you've been. What should I do? There's try these sort of things, get to some of them, but this one's a must.
This is what you have to do. Yeah.
And I was like, he goes, can I just go to the outside? I'm like, no, buddy, you got to wait in line. It's going to be like an hour and a half or 2 hours in line.
It's going to be
really
worth
have
it.
to do it.
It's going to be worth it. It's insane. But yeah, that was Barcelona was one that that was a place where I was walking around going, I'm going to come back here. Like most places I go, I never think it's my last time there. I'm never like, I got to get it all in. I always think like, I'll be back one day.
But do you?
But rarely, very rarely.
Because you've already crossed it off, right?
Yeah. But Barcelona was one that, and I haven't been back. I have not, but I think I actually might this summer.
It rules.
I have a plan, but you know,
and there's less siesta. Everything closes, but there's some stuff that's open, just rare. So if you're like, I'm not quite hungry yet, and it's like 1:30, I'm like, buddy, sit down and eat.
Yeah. The fuck, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Fuck.
Do you have the tapas or the pinches or anything?
I hate tapas. Hate them.
Wow.
Hate tapas.
Hot take.
Yeah, I like a meal. I don't like doing a bunch of small things, because what if I fucking like it, dude? That's what pisses me off.
Get more.
What do
you mean? What if you like it? Get more.
That's a whole. I want to order my food and have my food.
Hey, bring 7 more of those jamon things, please.
I guess I don't do tapas enough, but I did actually on the Irish trip when I was in Galway. I went to a tapas restaurant there, Spanish tapas, Michelin star. I forget what it was called, but I'm sure you can look it up.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been many of them in Galway, and I was like,
right.
they had great meatballs, and I got more because I was like, I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to keep talking to the waitress like that. That's not my experience in going out, and it's hard to get onto it.
Let's see if you read Cava Bodega.
Nope, and, that one.
What?
Up top, Aniar.
Where are you looking? Oh, that.
No, I guess that's not it because I thought for sure it was.
RDR? One of the most best Michelin star meats we've ever had.
I'm gonna text my mom.
Sangria Tapas Restaurant. Cava Bodega.
She's gonna have no idea.
She's gonna have. You went with her?
Yeah.
Wow, you went with your mom?
Yeah, I travel with my parents all the time.
Did you guys fuck?
No, I just watch.
Oh. Wow.
There is something, but
How long total did you stay in Spain, or like what did you go hiking at all? There's a massive park right by there.
Dude, we were drunk from the moment I landed. I was drunk before I got to Spain. I remember the flight there getting put in timeout.
Really?
Because I was drinking. We flew Air France, and I was drinking those Kronenbergs.
Those are good.
Those are good. Right?
Dude, there's some that hits harder with a beer that you can find here, but you just don't.
Yeah.
The 1664s or whatever.
I was going to call it 1776, but
whatever they are. Whatever they are. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, is that French? I don't even know where it's from.
I don't know either, but it was so from the moment that flight took off
Yeah.
until
you
the
were
moment
boozing.
I got home, I was drunk.
This
I
seems
did-
crazy. What?
I never did close with my white whale.
You didn't. So you tried.
But there was one night. This was in Santiago. This was the night after we had been. What do you call it? The ETA bomb had happened earlier that day.
ETA bomb?
The one where
the
we
ETA,
were in
yeah,
the
yeah,
bank and
yeah.
they're like everyone's got to evacuate. So that night we got put on a bit of a hold. Like,
Okay.
Everyone, our teacher was like, no one's leaving the hotel tonight. Everyone stays in. We're like, fine. So we go to a convenience
Because
store.
they were worried about this. Like, this up.
Yeah, they were like, we're going
At
home.
least they
tomorrow.
tell you there's a bomb.
Yeah, I thought that was very polite of
This
them.
is really flyover. Like, beat it.
But he was like, so no one can leave, and we were like, okay, fine. And we go to a liquor store or whatever, wherever we find beer. And in Europe, they don't put it in fridges. There's no, it's just out on the fucking shelf.
Yeah, wow.
So we get a 12er or a 16, whatever the fuck we got of
And they drink it warm?
drink. I don't know, but we were going back to our hotel.
Okay.
So we didn't have
So you get it.
fridges in there.
16 too.
So
who
we
cares?
had a bunch of warm Amstels, not Amstel Lights, just Amstels. And we were playing Kings. And I end up, I guess it was make a rule or whatever, but somehow I ended up with I had to be naked. but the caveat was because it was two men, it was only four of us playing. It was 2 men, 2 women. And the caveat, because we were 16, I don't know, it wasn't, they were like, you can't be naked, hang this hat on your dick.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, hey,
Easier said than done.
you 16-year-old girls, you just made this task much harder. So I went into the bathroom and I was trying to get my dick hard.
Why were you naked?
Because I lost some.
Okay,
it was
okay.
like every time you say this word, you have to take
right.
article of clothes off or whatever it was.
You're trying to get hard to hang it.
I'm trying to get hard in the bathroom. And then the girl my white whale, she's like, I'll help you out. She starts moaning from the other side of the door. And it made it even harder. And I never got a hard dick and I never fucked her.
You think because of that?
I think because of that, yeah.
She can't even get hard.
Can't even get hard for me. Can't.
Plus, also, you're 16. You should be able to get hard at like a breath.
But I was so fucking drunk
And you're nervous.
Pressure's
Pressure's on you.
I'd never been hard with intention before. I'd been, I guess, hard intention to masturbate, but I'd never been hard with intention to use it.
To show it off.
to just parade
Also,
it
once
around.
you start thinking, hey, look what I'm doing with the hat, I'm like, it immediately goes away.
Yeah.
Because
right.
you're not thinking
It's not
about
gonna hang there
sexuality.
for
You're
long.
thinking about the hanging hat, which is not a sexual thing.
And then I walked out holding the hat with a soft dick with the sad news to deliver that, hey, this isn't going to work out, guys.
And I have this awful looking dick right now.
And then the other woman started puking warm Amstel Light everywhere. The moment
at
I
the
walked
side of your
the
fucking
door,
soft cock.
I was just like, and then I didn't.
Way to
fuck
take the
for-
heat off you.
That's probably why I didn't have sex for 3 more years. I was like, never mind. I repulse people.
That was your way. Well, that was your chance. You could have played it right. Nah, I don't know, because you were 16. Maybe she was like 19.
She was in my grade, but I was young for my grade. She was old for our grade, so she was probably 17.
Oh.
I was probably 16.
So you definitely could have.
Yeah. Oh.
If you would have had to play it like, get in here and stop saying, and then just go.
But this is not a totally sad story, because about 15 years later, she came to New York for a business trip.
Divorced at this point?
Divorced at this point, baby.
That divorce replay.
Fucking. Oh, dude, I was jacked up.
Oh, you know, I always liked you in high school. What? Had sexual power once? You sure did.
That was, and you know what? After
Off the market. Not for good, though.
You're
just
good.
for a while.
After we had sex, she rolled over. She went, "Why did we wait so long to do that?" And I went, "I've been trying for 15 years. God
Could've
damn
done
it!"
in España. Wow, it could have been like CCC. Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. That was a big one.
Legitimately happy for you.
Yeah, I'm legitimately happy. It was.
I had a friend who used to go out on Facebook and find, it's like there's like an age where everyone in your class starts getting married.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, I don't know, 24 to 29. I don't know, whatever that range is, and it just starts happening. And then like 27 to 30, whatever it is. But then the divorces come 3 to 6 years after that. But then he'd like reach out. You hear about somebody getting divorced, and he would always go, he'd just, "Oh, hey, you came up my feed." And go, I always had a thing for you. That was his thing.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, because they're feeling unattractive. They're like, I'm already in my 30s now. I'm older. And it's like, oh, this guy remembers me when I was a cheerleader. And it reminds me of when I had power, and I want that back. Oh, so he just go, I always had a thing for you, even if he didn't.
No way.
Just go, I always had a thing for you in high school. What? I didn't know that, because it's a lie. That's why.
Because I'm duping you.
Yeah,
That's
he'd
really
fuck
smart.
everybody in his class.
That's really fucking smart.
Yeah.
What?
Congratulations on this white whale.
Thanks.
She came on a business trip to fuck, or it was just like, I want to hang.
I don't know. I know she's remarried, so we don't talk anymore.
Yeah, great.
But it was a great little window there.
At your place you fucked or
No, her hotel. Yeah.
God damn, nice. What would you do if? Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Great. I mean, that's just great.
Well, what would you do?
No, I was going to change the subject, but I realized I should stay on this.
What's the longest you've ever had? Like you've pined
Wanting
for,
somebody?
Yeah, pined for a woman or man.
This girl Sarah from my college that we just always. I had a girlfriend when she was single. She had a boyfriend when I was single. Just never quite worked out, and then it's done now. But it was always like a thing. And in fact, she was in the crowd at the Denver Comedy Works, and I kept looking at her. I was really thrown off my game. And then the show ended. I was like, "Thank you, good night." And then I went out there. I waited like a minute because she was like in like a row, so she couldn't get out. That way. And then I kind of waited. I was like, "Hey, Sarah." And she goes, "What?" I'm like, just looked like her.
Oh, it wasn't her.
Yeah, so much that it was like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was just like, what a bad show I put on, because I kept looking at her and getting nervous, like it had to be good for this.
Is it someone have you consummated?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
You're
and never
still
will.
Prowl.
Yeah. Maybe when we're 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one chick from high school that I did, and it was like, it was bad. It was like, but also I grew up in a religious school where I'm like, no one's like educated on sex there.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, I'm the one who has to. I don't want some fucking virgin-y person.
Like I learned it all in Live League.
Yeah, put your legs somewhere. Don't just sit there. Yeah.
Don't just sit there.
I mean, it is nice when you get one, when you've been wanting something for a while.
Honestly, it's probably my only one. Where it was just like, I was obsessed with this girl. Not obsessed in like a weird way, but like I loved her. And like I was really all about her. And I was like, I think because she got kicked out of school.
Ooh, badass.
Yeah. Drinking.
Badass. If you went back to Spain, where would you go? Are there any things you like wanted to do that you didn't?
Well, there's so much I want to do that. And I actually know that I want to do a lot. I want to do it again. But you know what the son of a bitch is I feel like I can't return to Spain until I'm good at Spanish again. So actually last year I downloaded Duolingo and I was like, I'm going to get back on it. And I actually got good again and then fell off again. And now I'm like, well, God damn it, I got to get back on Duolingo before I go.
I got a better one.
Okay.
Duolingo helps for sure. It gets you like slow. This is what I felt. Slow nominal gains. And you now have a word.
Yeah.
There. Little things like, okay, conjunction words. Like I can use that for lots of sentences. You know, like words like, do you know?
Yes.
So I can apply. Do you know where the bathroom is? Do you know do you know how to get to? Do you know? Yeah. And so nice. And so then it's like, conoces. No, that's to meet. No, it's conocer.
Conocer is to know, right?
I thought it's saber.
Saber is to know. Saber is to know.
So tu sabes?
Tu sabes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's certain words you can use a lot.
Means no too.
It might be.
We don't have to.
No, we do.
You know.
You know. Bam.
Bam.
Nailed it. Oh, okay. And then verb, saber, conocer, reconocer. So saber is part of that. Pensar. Anyway, it gets you a few words, but talking, then you're then it's like zooms.
Yes.
Within 2 days, you're great.
What's the thing?
What the tip?
Yeah.
My friend Dragos said this. So we started Duolingo around the same time. It was like this, and I just saw him. It's only been 2 years. He's there. He said a little bit. He's Romanian, so he already has a basis in it because it's Roman, whatever. Like
The love
Latin.
languages or whatever.
ChatGPT. 20 minutes. He goes, speak to me. I'll speak to you in Spanish. When I'm wrong, correct me in English. And so you just say, how was your day? What did you do yesterday? He has his coffee. He speaks to him 10 or 20 minutes. So it's not like a thing that unlimited patience. They never get annoyed. And then they go, that was really good. And you're like, oh, thanks.
Dude, I've been...
And they go, that's great. You could have also said saber for that, but conocer is actually really good too. Or they go, actually, you said sabes. That's a different thing completely. But I get what you were going for. And so they correct you in English, 20 minutes, and it's like you get real... Go ahead. I don't know.
No, I've been... I'm not anti-AI. I'm
Yeah.
not like one of those people who are like, it's going to kill humanity, but I just don't see a need for it. I don't use it.
This is the first need I saw for it.
This is my first need. I go, okay, that works.
It's not algorithming you into a certain thing that's not like exactly what I want. I want the idea. I want you to hit me with like some metal music. I'm not into metal.
Yeah,
But
right.
like I'm open to it if my friend's into it. With AI and stuff, like you're not going to want that. I'm like, well, I want the options.
Yeah,
I want my taste to be able to change. This is one of those where it's like, it's got nothing to do with that.
That one, that's got my AI thing had been like, I've used it. The example, my aunt, when cell phones came out, she was like,
No thanks.
no thanks. She didn't hate cell phones. She didn't refuse. I feel like people with AI, people are so on one side or the other.
Yeah.
And she's like, she didn't think they were going to be the downfall of humanity, but she just didn't. She's like, I don't need it in my life. It's not something I need. 20 years later, she now needs a cell phone. So she's got a cell phone. And she doesn't really use it as we use cell phones, but she's by far my most well-adjusted elderly person in my life.
Wow.
And she's like the best. I'm like, I think I'm going to do her thing now. Like,
Yeah.
I got all I need. I'll get to that when I need it.
Yeah, the AI thing is like, it might make it easier for me, but also I don't know what it's going to do to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to not get directions from a friend. Everything ideal, like, what's the word where it's like the best way to get something? It's
Like as a
the best of everything. It's not idealized. It's like, what's the fastest way to get home? What's the best website to use for flights? What's
what I have in my head is as the crow flies. But
no. It's not about that. It's like the idea that this is the best thing to do. Optimized.
Optimized. Yeah. Okay.
So everything's optimized. But like sometimes I don't want optimized. Sometimes I want like, I'll see a route this way. I'm like, oh, well, that goes by a national park. Actually, let me get an extra 20 minutes on this 5-hour
well check
drive
it out.
and go take a nice drive. I want to see both of them and decide. Instead of just going, this is the one for you.
Yeah. That makes...
I don't know. I just don't know what it's doing.
You got to have like an open, and I think this actually kind of ties into traveling as well, where it's like you guys have an openness for life. And you're like, I don't know what it's going to throw at me, but I'll fucking bounce with it and I'll roll with it and we'll see how it goes. And when you're doing all that stuff, when everything's optimized and streamlined and like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out.
I'm sure it'll get better and make it optimized for you, but like or not optimized. Where it's like, actually, I know you like parks. I know you're feeling this way today. We should send you by a. But I just don't know.
Yeah,
I kind of.
I don't know, and I want to find out. And a computer's not going to tell me.
How old are you?
I am 36.
Were you in high school? Everyone has cell phones.
Yes, pretty much. I got my first. Not quite. I was early. I got a cell phone for 8th grade graduation,
Flip.
and Not a flip, but not like
Not a smartphone.
No, yeah, obviously not a smartphone. Just like it had the keys on the
Slide
on the
out.
phone.
Yeah.
I was the first.
LG Envy.
No, it wasn't. It was a
That
Motorola.
Envy rule. That Envy
flip
rule
phone.
full keyboard was like, wow.
I never had any cool phones
Oof.
until a BlackBerry.
Okay.
But I was early. But by sophomore year, everyone had one.
Okay, so then there's like, well, it's gonna wrap this up soon, but there's nominal changes in our social whatever. So like with no cell phones, it's like, hey, I'll meet you at 2 p.m. tomorrow at the park.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be 2:40, we might not be there anymore.
Yeah.
And then we don't know, you don't know where we are. And it's like maybe they went to Avi's house, maybe they went to Tim's house. I'll do the laps and try to find them. But with just pre-smartphones, it's still like, where are you guys?
Right.
Or I'll call you. Where are you? Where Tim? Okay, I'll bypass that. Go to that. With like the picture phones, there's no like moment of peace.
No.
And there's good stuff too, but I'm like, I kind of miss those times at like a house party. We're all just hanging out, and none of this is on the record other than rumor. Oh, I heard Feitelberg threw up. Oh, really? But there's not evidence of it.
Yeah.
So we can get embarrassing.
I've very much become like you in you were probably the pioneer who led the way, and I just listened to you talk, and I'm like, I gotta live more like Ari. But I've very much distanced myself from that.
Yeah, I'm about to go to this one.
And have
I'm about to go to the light phone.
what is that?
It's a light phone. Light phone 2. There's a 3 now, but it's got like whatever. It's got a. I'm just gonna call them. I don't know how to update my contacts on here, but it's got a Maps app and a ride share app. I don't quite know how it works, but you can find your way around, and then full keyboard, like it's like a Kindle.
No way.
Yeah, so
it's called light phone.
Yeah,
Is that the text you sent yesterday? Do you send those texts?
LIGHC. No, I'm about to get rid of that smartphone, so I want to bring up. If I do get this, I might lose everybody's contacts.
Yeah.
So like, I've done it before, and I'm like, who is this? For like a year, I'm like, who is this? And then people think I'm ignoring them, but I'm like, I just got a new phone number.
Yeah.
I don't want. I did that with like lots of people. Like, this guy fucking hates me now. I'm like, oh right, you got a new number. You didn't
That's
get any of
not
my
a
texts.
crazy thing.
It's not a crazy thing, but no one thinks that.
Yeah.
They just think this guy's being a dick to me.
You sent a text, you're like, hi, getting a new phone. I was like, Ari didn't send this text.
Yeah, maybe I didn't phrase it right. I just sent it to all my contacts. It's like, it's gonna lose it soon. All right, well, here's what I ask people usually in the podcast. Was there more about Spain that you didn't tell me?
No,
there is,
I
let me know.
don't think so.
And you didn't. So you hate tapas. What about pinches?
Pinches I like. Pinches I like.
What's the difference between pinches and tapas?
I don't fucking know.
It's like on bread or not on bread.
I think yes. I think a tapa comes on like those clay plates. You know what I mean? Like the really small ones like that. But I don't know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah. This podcast is not about accurate. This podcast is about just what your experience was. Hold on. Tapas and pinchos. Both Spanish words have different. Tapas are generally smaller portions.
often served on a plate,
Boom, nailed it.
eaten with utensils. Pinchos are finger food.
Wow, interesting. Okay, now we know. Now we know, and there's some pictures. Okay, so what was I going to say? What did we say? What else?
You
was
said
there?
you said you questions you usually ask.
Okay,
them?
2 questions. I'll ask them both, and you tell me what country is like calling you, what place is calling you next, something new, and then also any travel tip you have.
Okay.
Pack light. Don't be an asshole. Put your mushrooms in salad. What anything. And then where's calling you?
You know, the tips. I don't show up to the airport early. That's my tip.
I love it.
Don't show up. There's
I
no
love
reason
it.
to be there an hour before your flight. Like, now it's a little different. I have like Clear and shit like that. But
Yeah.
like, I show up. I get on my flight. I get to the airport and I just walk on my plane.
I love it.
I borderline have a private plane.
And it's like they just start boarding. I'm like, but they'll be boarding for 25 more minutes.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
It's-
They're like, my flight's boarding. I'm like, I know. It just started boarding.
And you
Chill.
have a saved seat.
Yeah.
Fucking relax. Relax is my biggest travel tip. Chill out. It's
Can
not,
I tell you how I want that? I'm checking you in. You're checking your bag, right? Or checking it at the airport. And I'm the travel agent. You know?
Okay.
You're like, hey, here's my bag. This is the look I want. If you're me or you're you, I want this. I'm not a traveler. I want this look. So you go, hey, here's my bag.
Hey, here's my bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, whoa, buddy, by the second hand, I'll let you in. No wasted time.
You saying I'm checking you in reminded me. Okay, this is a tip and it's a real one.
Okay.
find out what time you're getting to your hotel. If you like what time you land, this is particularly
Why? Interesting.
because if Europe, I hate when I land at like 9 a.m. and my hotel can't take me. So it's worth if you're like me and if you're like when I get there I need a nap.
Yeah.
Book for the night before.
Ooh.
Pay the extra $200, $300, $500, whatever the fuck it is. Pay the extra night and be able to get into your room.
When you get there at 7, it's like, okay, I'll pay. It's like when you get there at like 2 and you're like, come on, I don't want to pay an extra day for this.
No, yeah, those are crazy. But there was one I went to the Azores in Portugal, which are like great place to visit. They call it the Hawaii of Europe. But it's right. It's an easy 4-hour flight from the city. It's
crazy.
beautiful.
It's on the latitude of Philadelphia.
And I got there, same type deal, like 7 a.m., whatever the fuck it was. Went to check into the hotel. They said, can't let you in, but go sit outside. It's nice. So I went and sat by the pool on like a lounge chair. I fell asleep. I woke up 3 hours later.
You're not the guy for that.
They had put the fucking restaurant around me.
I thought you were going to say you were sunburned.
No. So like I just woke up and it was just like Ari, as close as you are.
Really?
There's a family eating. And I was like, what the fuck is going on out here? Not how you want to wake up. But I think I've only done that once.
Yeah.
It's something I thought of recently. I think it is so worth having your hotel room ready so you can put your bag down.
Yeah, for sure.
Take a shower if you need it.
You can tell them too. It's like, hey, I'm going to be landing here. Can you save me a room? They sometimes they can do it. Sometimes like we just don't. And then you're like, all right, get me 2 nights in.
That's the worst. Is when you get particularly Europe, if you're doing a red eye or whatever, and you're like, I have nowhere to go. I've been on a flight for 9 hours.
You're so tired and cranky, and you're just like
so sweaty and
at least
gross.
you take your bag. But
I guess you could do like a Delta Lounge or something like that. But I don't even know if they have those.
And then sleep. It's still not going to sleep.
No.
You want a nap.
I want a quick nap.
I want a nap for an hour. Brush my teeth, nap, fall asleep, and then go out.
And then I'll wake up, and then I can give you a full day. But just give me fucking 60
That's a good travel
minutes.
tip. That's a good travel tip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But as for what's calling me right now, not because I want to go on a trip in July, and
It's just somewhere. Are you off?
No, but
You
we
just
usually
wanna
take
go-
like the week
okay.
off, like for July, and I don't have a ton of time the rest of the year, so I've been being like, I got to go somewhere in July, and this is kind of insane because nothing major is getting me.
Burkina Faso?
I was gonna say Quebec City. I heard Quebec City's great.
It's not insane. I've never been,
No.
but I've heard it's cool.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
I've never heard anything bad about Quebec City.
No, except I think they're a little tough with the languages.
The language.
Yeah, I think that's a little hard. But
also, like, I think it's like what America was for like Spanish people like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Speak the fucking, but they know you're not from here, so they're like, all right, I'm gonna yell at them, but also like,
I can't get too worked up.
yeah.
About it.
Yeah, I had a Quebec City guy in Montreal I ran into, and he was like, and we were like in front, we're like, oh, we don't speak. He goes, why not? I'm like, oh, we're from America, and he goes, oh, no, but still, yeah, you should. I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm what?
No, but still,
I'm gonna learn French for a half English city
a weekend in Quebec
Montreal.
City.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It wasn't even Quebec City. It was in Montreal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But Quebec City, they get serious. That'd be cool though.
Yeah, I think.
Let me know how it is.
I want to do Europe, but they're also like it just.
You went for Amsterdam with Burton and
done
KFC.
Amsterdam. I actually went back. I liked Amsterdam so much I went back a month later with my mom and my brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you really take your family places.
We were supposed to go to Iceland, and I got back and I was like, I don't know, Amsterdam was amazing. Because before the bird trip, I had always just thought of Amsterdam as the party city. I didn't know it was beautiful. I didn't know all its history. And so we went and I loved it. And my mom was like, let's just fucking scrap Iceland and let's go there instead. And
It's so funny. They got another travel tip. Iceland Air and WoW will almost always let you do a multiple day layover on the way to anywhere in Europe.
Really?
You got to fly over, and if you're like landing there, changing planes, and going on, they go, you can make that layover 2 hours, or you can make it 4 days.
No shit.
Same price.
And that's expensive as fuck to fly to Iceland, right?
Yeah, so it's just like they want you like, hey, if you're flying right over here,
Stick around for a bit.
just stay, spend some money here.
Yeah.
Little other tip, but Yeah, everybody in Amsterdam was like, "Go to the red light district." I wonder if Amsterdam was like, "Guys, we're so much more than that."
Dude, when I was learning about how like they fucking invented the stock market and
The Dutch trading
the
company.
East India Trading Company invented the stock market. Also, they used to only drink beer. Because they had no potable water, so like the kids drank beer all day.
Beer saved humanity.
The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, very fucking cool. I'm a big museum guy. Love museums.
I went to a great modern art one in Amsterdam.
Yes, dude, that's where I fell in love with museums because I was so it wasn't the modern art. You know, they have that museum plaza where like there's like 5 museums. The Van Gogh museum's there.
Okay.
I think the Rijksmuseum is close by, but there was just their regular art museum, and it made me fall in love with museums, and it made me fall in love with getting a tour because I learned so much that I wouldn't have gotten.
You wouldn't have gotten it,
and it made it so much fun for me. And the one example the best example I have is I was in a room about this size, all paintings of just a man.
Okay.
And he's holding a hat in a lot of them, you know, like the little bowler caps. And I just kind of looked around and they were all fine paintings, but whatever, no big deal. And the docent then explained to me that it was Max Braumer, I believe his name is. It's a German painter. And he was a painter in the 40s.
Yeah.
And he was invited to a art show for degenerates, a degenerate art show that was put on.
Yeah.
And that was Hitler was putting it on. And Hitler, on top of the Jews and gay people and you know everyone, he also gassed anyone he declared as a degenerate. So Max shows up at this event and sees it's all his own fucking art at this degenerate art event. And is like, well, he's going to kill me, so I got to get the fuck out of here. So he goes on the run. And then he goes and paints these paintings. And the painting in the hats he had, like in one it said London. And he would paint where he was when he painted it in order to taunt Hitler. And
like I'm on the run.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, now these are the greatest pieces of art I've ever seen in my life. Now that I know this
because you know the story.
These are the coolest fucking things I've ever seen.
Wow. Interesting. Little cues.
Yeah.
I love when you're at the Met and there's some docent giving some tour and you just kind of like walk by.
Yeah.
For just a little bit. And you're trying to like, oh, let me tie my shoe. They also have those sometimes, like at the Dali Museum in St. Pete, those little headphones you can get. And then every third one has a number and it'll give you a history of that one.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's really good too, because it's up to you which one you want to go. I want to find out more about this. And you go 247 and then it gives you a 2 minute
Yeah, you
thing.
just go like, all right, this spoke to me a little bit. What's his deal? I don't know. I have a lot of fun with that now. Not that I do it all the time, but when I do it, I have a good
No, it is cool to be able to have somebody go like, let me tell you about this so you know the context of it.
Yeah. Like
that's so cool. Like, hey, what's up, London?
Yeah, dude. When I heard that, I was like, oh, never mind. This is like it all clicked for me. I was like, now I get it. This is fucking
because
awesome.
before that, I was like, fucking dumbhead. Who cares?
Dude,
like,
it's a man
do you not know
himself? Who gives a shit?
Wow, a taunt.
Yeah.
Trash talk.
He taunted the most
painting.
evil man alive through his art. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. All right, Feitelberg. That was great.
All right, thank you very much for having me. I hope you did a good job.
No, it was great. Make sure to check out KFC every week. And I'll say all this later when I put stuff in. But like, what's your sketch stuff?
Out of order, but we wrote a show, so it's going to come out this fall. We wrote a sitcom.
Really?
Yeah.
On what?
I think we're just going to put it on YouTube.
On Barstool?
We're about done filming.
Great.
So it's a sitcom.
A sitcom?
Yeah, called Les Mascots. Me, Tommy Smokes, Lil Sass, tons of people.
I'll put this episode out when this comes out.
I honestly, I think it's funny. I hope it's as good as...
What's it called?
Les Mascots.
What is it?
So it's like me and Tommy are Times Square, Cookie Monster, and Elmo.
Okay.
And it's just like our lives outside of Times Square and like what we're really like as people.
Yeah.
And Sass is Dustin, my nephew, who is making a documentary on his uncle. So he's the one kind of following us. It's kind of like
cool.
The two things we've kind of been using. It's like kind of like Entourage if Vinny never existed, and mixed with Sunny. I would guess are the two closest. Like
I love the feel of Always Sunny.
Yeah.
It's like not Peaky Blinders. Peep Show. It's like that same feel, like ridiculous, overboard.
Way over the top.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's way over the top. A lot of yelling.
That's great. Kevin's always like, he should commit more to these sketches and like acting stuff.
I think we tried this year. We'll see if it works, and if not, we'll try something new next year.
Yeah, but it will work. You did it.
We'll see.
You already made it?
We have, I would say 85% is filmed.
Nice.
A few more like mini shoots, and then I hope it comes out. Plan is to come out this fall.
Okay.
Lay Mascots.
Well, it's out. It's out right now.
It's out right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Nice. Buddy, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is the episode. Sorry, I'm just taking off my You Be Trippin shirt that you can buy online right now at arishaffir.com. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can get it right at the bottom of the screen. And I'm putting on this other colored You Be Trippin shirt that I took by mistake because I was trying to reach for a different one. Also, get the Feitelberg shirt. Get those until they're done so I can get them off the fucking store. Guys, go check out the show right now. It's coming out tonight, so if you're watching this after the first 2 hours, it should be out. But go to youtube.com/OutOfOrder to see Feitelberg show, Out of Order. New episode with the man, the Jew, the actor, Ari Shaffir in episode 1. And leave a comment. Let him know you came from this show. Tell them I came here straight from Spain, or You Be Trippin sent me, or any one of those sorts of things. Or leave a comment on there and, like, you know, I don't want to ruin the fucking thing, but just say Sass is a loser. I think they'll understand that. Sass is a loser, because he does play a fucking loser in this. Sass is a loser is great. That's it, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Next week, we got Kevin Iso and Reggie Conquest talking about Carnival in London. It's a great one with good pictures, good videos, a robbery, and London Carnival is coming up in a week and a half, so we figure we put this one out right to time out with that. Today's episode is produced by Your Mom's House Network. It's edited by Alan Caffey. Did a great job. Helped along by Niana. Tune in wherever you're tuning in. Subscribe wherever you're tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Do me a favor. And go get those are the last Feitelberg shirts. I guess I should tell you that. Fuck this You Be Trippin shirt, and fuck these You Be Trippin 6-pack of stickers that are available right now. Don't worry about that. Or my Jew vinyl. Don't worry about that. Get one of those final 11 Feitelberg shirts. And follow John Feitelberg. Oh, on Instagram. We forgot that. At Feitelberg. Really? Yep. He got that? Thank God Yoni Feitelberg is dead. At Feitelberg. Feitelberg. Follow him along, see his new sketch show, and wish him the strongest remorses for his friend Kevin Clancy dying in that horrible accident where his brakes somehow just gave out. Shouldn't have bought a Honda. All right, guys, until next week. Hasta luego de España.